be a Tucson treasure. Tonight's a little different. Tonight's Tucson treasures are focused on the very same thing, and that is Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise, a turquoise that was never commercially available on the market. You were the only ones to ever own it. You were the only ones to ever see it. That was the joy of a mine find, discovery by Jay. Well, over the past 18 months or so, Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise from the other side of the planet has been a big part of our show. But Jay has used more than 80% of the material that he had. Tonight, we are saying goodbye, perhaps for the very, very final time, with the last of the material, to two amazing pieces. Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise, we have found on HSN the demand increase and increase month after month after month, and therefore the price typically has gone one way and it's not down. This is the piece that we're going to focus on in the first hour. It's our Tucson treasure to wrap up this hour. It's big and it's bold. It's the largest Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise we have ever featured. The color is amazing, the personality of it is intriguing, and the price is typically expensive. We are about to, what feels like, give this away at a price that you would not imagine. But there's only a few hundred, so it will sell very quickly. If you only buy one thing from the show, I would recommend this or this. Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise. Without further ado, a single strand, imagine a strand of Heavenly Well Lake of that size would normally retail for around $129, $139. To get a massive piece like this, it's a lot more money. Let's show you the price for our Tucson treasure. Only while supplies last, Jay cannot press a button and make more of them. Lowest price ever, the Tucson treasure is revealed at $99.98. You will never see yourself coming and going. You won't ever be looking in on HSN 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years time and say, there's that Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise. We've got it, and we want you to have it. Come on, let's go over this. In fact, no, I'll stay here. I'll stay here, just because the team is setting up for the next hour. We'll start counting backwards in a second. I can do flex pay. It's $20 on any major credit card or debit card. If you get it home and you don't love it, you can return it for a full refund of the purchase price. No matter how many emails, no matter how many requests, Jay, you've got what you've got. And as we said, Heavenly Well Lake has been so well received with glowing reviews. It's going to be sad when it's all used up.
You know, I knew you were going to do something stupid or crazy because the way you were talking.
I don't let you down.
But you know that they don't. I had no idea, Adam, and you know this is a fact, right? I had no idea what you're going to sell this for, right? That is just insane. I mean, that's beyond insane. Do you know that you have to start with 4 pounds of raw material? There's 4 pounds of turquoise. Now, another thing, this is all natural, big pieces. Think about the size of the pieces of turquoise that we had to start with to cut this. This isn't compressed nugget material. It's not, definitely not any kind of, we don't do composite anyway. But it's not a compressed nugget material. This is cut from the large pieces. Every one of these, if you look at this, is all natural turquoise. It's all certified GIA, natural turquoise. Certified GIA, right? Natural. We have the certificates on this. This material, we got the one and only load. There is nobody ever that has had this material. We're the only ones. We got it. It was a nice load. It wasn't the biggest I've ever bought, but it was a nice load of turquoise. We bought this, the first load, and then of course the world shut down, and then the mine shut down. So I did meet somebody yesterday that I know that's from this region that is one of his brother is actually one of the big time miners in the area, and he doesn't mine turquoise, but he mines iron. And I was talking with him, and I said, so what's the scoop? Can I get back in there and everything? He says that he didn't know whether I could get back in there, but he says that they've shut the whole area down. Wow. They're not letting anybody pull any copper out, and they're not letting anybody pull any turquoise out. So he says that he would check for me and see if there's some way that maybe that we could get a little bit more of it, or see when they were going to open up. But right now there is nothing, and we had the one and only load in this. But like one of the your cool things you're doing, Adam, and that I really appreciate is, and you really get it, and you're showing it, and you made the distinction you made the distinction about the coloration of the different materials. The one that we're going to sell later, if you notice, it's got all kinds, it's like a multicolored material. It's this natural material, but it's all the different colors. This right here, we graded this. When we bring anything in, any of the rough materials, first thing it does, it goes through a major screening process. We divide everything into size. That's the first thing we do with it. Then it goes into another grade on the grading tables after we grade it by size, and they grade it by color, and then they grade it by quality. So it goes through 3 grading processes before it ever goes into the warehouse, before we ever even start designing with it or working with it. With this, I guarantee you, it was graded for larger size, and it also was graded for color. This is, if you see this, it almost, to tell you the truth, if I didn't tell you this was turquoise, you would probably think it's some kind of chrysocolla.
Right.
It almost has a chrysocolla effect to it. It's very unique, very different. Again, you couldn't even come close. And the only reason that we could even cut this and sell it at the original price is because we are buying directly right from the mine. I mean, that's why we're able to do it. You couldn't even buy, you couldn't buy a pound of this material. If you could get this material, you couldn't buy, if this was on the commercial market, you couldn't buy a pound of that material for what you're selling the finished necklace for. And this, I'm telling you right now, I had to start with at least 4, if not a little bit more, pounds of turquoise for us to yield the look that you're getting here. You lose 70% of your material just on your first cut. Your average yield on any turquoise or any a lot of the similar materials as turquoise, if you're getting anywhere from 10 to 15% final yield, you did an amazing job. So incredible look, big, bold. I mean, this is just insane. To be under $100, that's not even real. It's just not a real price.
It is time to say goodbye. We're estimating a sellout in 2.5 minutes. In a moment, you'll see the clock appear on your screen. There's no second chances. There are no more. Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise, one and done in terms of this. There is no reorder here. There is no extra material that Jay currently has that he can do this. That's what I've always loved about these shows, the thrill of the chase, the thrill of the discovery, the hunt to get something that nobody else is ever going to own. You are the last one that can buy this necklace. Heavenly Well Lake Turquoise from the other side of the earth. I can accommodate 396 more orders, and then it's over. It's finished. To give you some idea, this is a 34 by 42 millimeter freeform. It's massive. The amount of material that you've got is what sells it to me. Not just that the price is so low, it's the fact that the price is so low for something so big, so bold, so beautiful, and something so scarce and rare. We're at $99.98.